जी मेरे प्रोग्राम में क्रिकेट लवर्स विद इमरान सरवर भाई जी यहाँ भी इंशाल्लाह थैंक यू यूसुफ भाई how are you cricket lovers, this is Imran Sarwar from here Los Angeles California and in these days this kind of weather is very cold down here so I put on this sweat on me and sweatshirts on me and it's been very exciting week last few weeks and there was a lot of good cricket was being played especially West Australia and the South Africa test match and then after this the Haas trophy is being played. I believe it's in Sri Lanka and all this. So today I'm going to talk about all this, and especially what I'm going to say about this first test match, which was Australia and South Africa. I don't know if you remember. If you remember me, I talked a few weeks back when India was in South Africa, and the God is great. The God is greatest. You know, you heard that the India lost only first two test matches. Then they won the test match. Then they won 5-2 one days two, and I believe they won 2020. They lost one Monday and they lost one T20 later on. To my mind, it's amazing the way cricket India been and all that, and after that India went back home because they have especially I would call it a very good league, which is IPL. There's no doubt about that. And today, right now, I'm going to talk about this test match, first test match, South Africa and Australia. South Africa won easily. Australia. I'm sorry. Beg pardon. Australia won very easy, which is I don't think so. There's a bigger rocket science and all that. Australia first inning was 351 and South African first innings was 162. 162 the first innings. South Africa. I have this score sitting in front of me. That's where Australia. South Africa had lost the test way down there. When you have given first you have given too many runs, 351, then you make half of the amount of runs in a test match. If you recall my program back then, I talked to you about this that in test matches it's very important the first inning, whether that's a batting or bowling. If you can do batting and bowling, you win the test match. That's what Australia had done. The first inning they made 351, South Africa 162, and then second inning Australia made 227 and South Africa made 298, but the first margin was too much. That's why half of the runs were there. That's why Australia won this game by what, 118 runs. That's a big margin when you win the game test matches. And if you're talking about the runs, the bowlers, Flander 59 runs, 3 wickets. Maharaji in a test match, I watched his bowling, though he bowled well. But what well? He gave away 123 runs to get 5 wickets. In test matches, if you give these many runs and you get 5 wickets, okay. If you're talking about getting a wicket, I can understand that. But as a bowler, I have lost the game already for my club, for my team, for my country, and I have given these many runs and you got 5 wickets. Okay, I would understand that. I would call it brilliant bowling if he gets 5 wickets after giving 50 runs, 60 runs. I can understand that there's a lots of bowlers in the world right now. Yasir Shah, he bowls brilliantly, test matches. And then from India, they have a good bowler right now. They're coming up. They bowl well and they get, but these many runs and 5 wickets, no. Then Rabada 74 with 2 wickets. That's where South Africa had lost a test match already, even though it hadn't finished yet. And then when the Australian came on to bowl in first inning, look at this, 34 runs. That's what I'm talking about. I want you to understand my comment. As a cricket lovers from anywhere you're in the world, India, whatever it is, South Africa, wherever you are, Australia, wherever you are, Mitchell Starc, look, 34 runs, 5 wickets. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. This is the real thing is right there. It is it. See, that's where you win the test matches. They bowl well and line 50 runs, and then he got 3 wickets. That's I would say that's a good bowling. And then after the second inning, the South Africa had already lost the game from there. That's not really. Warner 51, and then Smith 56, and then S.E. Marsh 40, and other Marsh 96. That's good batting right there for an Australian side. And if you're talking about from South Africa first inning, it was not really that clinical performance from there. It was not that. Markham made 32 and Barbara made 71 runs, something like that. So no, this is not really good. This is not really good on. I think that, but I don't think so. I hope it won't, but it's gonna with South Africa. It's gonna happen the same thing. What happened to West Indies back in like last 10-15 years, once the top guns like Weybridge and Richie Richardson and all the big guns, Brian Lara, all the top class players in bowling and all this, they took off. They went away, and then West Indies team started going downhill, the skill wise, the talent wise. And I think if South Africa doesn't work with this team, I think that's what's going to happen with South Africa too. There's no really clinical performer coming from South Africa. That's why they lost this test match, Then Starc again, the second inning in Starc, they made South Africa made 298. Okay, Markham made 143, and then de Kock 83, and then Brian somebody 36. But look at this again. Starc 75 for 2. Here's just 61 for 3. That's a big wicket right there. South Africa had lost the test match, and with these kind of things, with cricket, it's a problem for the country. It's a worrying situation when you lose the test matches. And the good thing is, the reason I'm saying it's a worrying situation for South Africa, because they are losing their home. I can understand that if you lose outside, if you lose in away country, I can understand that. They have a home advantage, other club, they're bowling and all that, they have lost of they can become anybody. But here, they have lost the first test in this home. So that's why you see the bowling wise and skill wise. Now I'm going to talk about the skill in all the aspects of the game, bowling and batting. That's why I say the South African skill is right here and the Australian skill is right here. In test match, in batting and in bowling. That's why look at them losing by 118 runs. Is it a joke or something? You're losing test match in your home with these many runs? No. I think there's a problem. South African Cricket Board it's a worrying situation. They need to work about this. Why are they losing these kind of test matches like this? That's the reason I'm giving a little bit more time on this, and later on I'm going to come on because I'm very excited that we had a legendary batsman from Pakistan, from for the Pax cricket lovers. Mohammad Yousuf was here. Yesterday he was here. He still is here, but he's in charity for the fundraising for one of his this cause for the one of the mosque is being built somewhere in Atlanta and all that. So he was here yesterday, and thank Lord I had a very good conversation with him, and I made a little bit of program. Then I'm gonna put in my today's episodes, and I want you to look into it, in particularly whether it's this episode or next episode. I'll do, because I got lots of material to talk about. Then I have talked about Nidah's trophy, which is being played, I think, in Sri Lanka. Three countries, India, Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh. So first, I'm gonna finish with the test matches, and this is what it is. They've got there, and in particularly, I will say something. I was watching highlights. I think the quality bowling of Australia, a little bit different. Since they had the South Africa had lost the fast bowler, what's his name? I forgot his name. The quick bowler. We played first test matches against India, and then he had hurt himself, and then he went back. That kind of bowler, when he lose, he's express bowler. There's a difference between a bowler. There's one is a quick bowler. There's one express bowler. Quick bowler will bowl around 31, 35, 130, 135, 140, somewhere there, all that. But the quick bowler I'm talking about, express bowler, they always keep this bowling speed up 140, 144, 145, 146. That's how they keep their bowling speed. That's how they keep their bowling speed to keep the batsman under check. That's what they call it, to quick bowling. And South Africa is missing that.